It is a free-for-all Friday, and we are living both in purple and yellow. We decided to do both because it was more interesting that way. So we're doing a Mardi Gras theme. That's pretty much what it is. Michael Barbine says pants. That's what he's come in with. Yeah, that is that's classic Barbine. I feel like that's right in line with what we'd expect. So yeah, welcome everybody to a free for all Friday, where you can also be on the show if you would like. We're gonna put the Zoom link in the chat there if anybody wants to join us. You are welcome to. And yeah, we'll see enough people come in and participate for this to be an actual thing that we're doing. But yeah, how's the week gone? We made it through. We made it through an entire week, everybody. Oh, that's so exciting. This is good. We've got Craig already. He is on the show. Yes. I didn't put my headphones on. Give me my headphones. You need to put yours on too. Because we're going to actually be listening to people who are on our meeting here. If you want to join the meeting, you can. This is good. Barbine says that first autocorrected to pants because they go on first. That seems reasonable. I don't see why that would be the case. Wouldn't be the case. So it's good. Melissa got first. Craig got second.
No one has said third.
No one said third yet. It's weird, as if nobody is quite aware of how that works. We have had hi all and hello, and I meant first, but no third. Third-ish.
I'll take it.
Barbine gets third. What's that, Craig? Let's go to the Zoom.
I was just saying counting is hard.
Counting is hard.
I'm going to put in zeros for all the people who are here but didn't get points. That way we can keep track of how many people are here.
Yeah, that
Isn't
seems
that
reasonable.
clever? That's a new thing I just came up with.
You're going to do, what is it that you're going to do with all of them?
I'm going to put zeros on the spreadsheet so they show up as a value.
Yeah.
So we know how many people are participating in the chat.
I think that's lovely.
So far we have 5.
And if you wanted to, you could then sort by that first row, and all of the people that are playing would be at the top of your sheet.
I know
that. How's it going, Craig? Did you make it through the week alive? Are you all right?
Yeah, no, I'm here. Started a new art project.
Is it by any chance a dancing penguin? Because we have Gunter the dancing penguin here.
It is not.
Oh.
That could be my next art project.
Okay. As long as it's on the list somewhere. Yes, Caitlin would like a dancing penguin, please. I know Nico has shared. Look at that. You want it over by you, don't you? Should I move it so that you can have
Danny is here.
Danny is also here. Let me put the meeting link back up. Some people arriving a little later. Septic Scope has also hosted the show. Thank you, Septic. So what's your art project, Craig?
I'm making a faux stained glass window.
Is it that it's not a window?
It's that it is a window.
It's actually,
but it's not the individual pieces of glass.
Gotcha. So it's the stained glass bit that's faux. It's not like a door that you're like, this is a window, and they're like, that's a faux window.
It's a picture frame, technically.
Okay, so in many ways, it's very faux, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's a stained thing.
It's a stain. This is not sounding nearly. It's less artsy the way you describe it.
Stained whatnot? That's your.
What you're saying now is you stained something. That's your project.
Pretty much.
All right. Well, welcome. Oh, look at this. I thought the Fire Pony logo was going to disappear and we were going to see smiles, but we have a special guest. Ursula is joining us. And we've got Nico here, and Danny is joining us on the show as well. Craig shared the show. This is good. Septic is here and said first, which is not even close. That's not
We have
right,
9
Septic.
people.
Trey is here. This is good. We've got a good crowd coming together. All kinds of people can join the show, and this is where you get to be the entertainment. I don't have to do all the work today. This is great. It's my day off, essentially.
I just never do the work anyway on any day. I'm just
Yeah. No, you do great work. You do the math and you do like the logic stuff.
I do data entry.
You do
Let's
the
be real about what I
Yeah,
do.
you do the hard things.
It does say Nicole.
Hey,
You're not
Nicole.
Nicole.
Hello, beautiful Nicole. How's it going? You clean up well.
Wow, Nicole, yeah.
Septic, we did have people say first.
Yes. What was that, Nico?
That was at two sides of the same couch.
Yes, like you can kind of hear each other. It's great.
He may or may not be wearing pants.
That's
I'm wearing shorts.
yeah. Or which may or may not be pants. I like that.
I may or may not be wearing pants.
Yeah, all of us may or may not be wearing pants.
Definitely not wearing pants.
It's the game of porn.
We've been doing this show for like 120 days now. There's probably many of those days without pants. I would expect there was a high percentage of it. Today I've got shorts on. I've definitely got shorts on. You've
I'm
got
wearing
pants. Yeah. But that's not necessarily usually the
They're
case.
linen pants and they're very comfortable.
Yeah, that's the important thing.
I only wear skirts, so I
No pants for Danny.
Danny gets
I
no.
don't own work pants or jeans. I do not own those now.
You always have no pants points that you get.
No pants points.
I
Yes.
have a pair of unicorn pajama bottoms.
Trey's not wearing pants either.
Very few people have seen.
This is good. I think we have a theme here. We should have done this yesterday. Theme Thursday could have been no pants. But we've got it here.
Usually during the summertime, I only wear dresses because I have a fine collection of dresses, but I get cold in the house no matter what temperature it is.
We also run the air conditioning surprisingly a lot for us both being cold, which is a point of contention we need to work
You
on.
might be able to control that number, you know.
We're thinking about.
Thermostat, there's this doohickey that
Tell
you
me
can
more,
warmer.
Ursula. Tell me more about this command of the temperature that you have.
Yeah.
Didn't you guys get one of those smart thermostats?
Yeah, and no matter how much I say, Alexa, turn up the air conditioning, it doesn't do it. Apparently, it's not voice command. This is terrible.
Oh, Alexa just said something to you.
Did she? She said,
You just
F
She
off.
was like, you can't fucking do that.
That's not a
dickbag."
thing. Go to hell. I'm going to invent a new, like we've got the Google Home, we've got the Alexa, right? But I want to invent a new one that does the same kind of stuff. So it's like, it's a virtual assistant like that, but it's just super sassy. And I feel like it would actually, like, so that you're like, you say whatever this new one. We'll just let's say for the lack of another term, we'll call it Ursula, right? We say, Ursula,
No
entertain
reason
me,
whatsoever.
Careful, Ursula has great powers.
and then Ursula's like, I got things to do, so you should probably entertain yourself.
Yeah, you poor unfortunate soul.
It just, yeah. Ursula, what's the weather outside? Why don't you open a damn window?
It has stopped monsooning.
Oh, or is it monsooning up there?
It was.
Oh my goodness. We don't have a lot of rain down here, but it has been very, very hot.
So apparently there was like this pop-up tropical storm that came up from the Carolinas, and
Way less entertaining than a pop-up restaurant.
yeah.
Way less delicious.
And it's, I had plans this evening that were, outside hangouts with friends like you do.
Yeah.
And of course canceled all of them because there was the monsoon.
And
And now it's beautiful and sunny outside.
and you're like, dang it.
So I figured I'd do trivia.
Yeah, let's do it. Do we have enough people for trivia? How are we doing?
I think we have 10 people now because Karen's here.
Karen's here. Karen has made it,
Left.
and then she left. She signed on. She was like, out. Mic drop. I'm done.
This is awkward.
How much do I need to be involved? I have an entire contribution named after me. What do I have to do?
Oh, and Mordecai's here. I hadn't counted Mordecai yet.
That's the other Nicole.
Yeah.
Side of the couch.
Nico, too.
Mm-hmm.
So Mordecai being here accounts for the fact that Trey will leave us.
Yeah.
So we'll still have 10 people.
Yeah, Mordecai being the Nicole with the slightly shorter hair. That's how you can tell them apart.
Yes.
All right, there's 10. Barbine says we have to go. We have to make this happen. So
PC does it there,
Share the
Barbine.
thing to make the thing more people-y.
this
Yes.
is that what you're? Are you talking about the meeting itself or the overall show?
Ursula's
Do it
using
on
her
Facebook.
technical
Facebook
words.
is the sharing.
The
Oh,
Facebook.
another wasted hour.
Yes. So yeah, one of the ways that you can get points is if you're on Facebook, you go into the Another
all right,
Wasted
good.
Hour, and
And you mute yourself?
you have to mute yourself, yeah, because we're at a delay. So if you're in the meeting, make sure you listen to the meeting because it's gonna get crazy otherwise. We're gonna say like, "Hey, how's it going on the meeting?" And then people are gonna wait 15 seconds and then reply, thinking that is the actual meeting. So make sure that you mute the show and then you watch and listen to the meeting. But there's a share button all the way to the left, and there's one to the top as well. And you just hit share, and you hit share now public, and then you get this alert down here. Look at that. I made that. And then you can also, Tom Cecilia has also joined us. Hello, Tom Cecilia. Then you can also do hosting on Twitch, which we've seen a few people do. That shows up. Gunter, the dancing penguin, comes up here and celebrates that. So we appreciate everybody who does that. And you get a point for doing either of those things in the standings. So that's on its own very valuable. And then, yeah, so those are kind of the things that you need to know. You get points by answering correctly. If you answer correctly first, you get 2 points. After that, you get 1 point. You got about 60 seconds to answer. You can, if you would like, to throw a Karen. That's where you basically shout the word Karen in the chat. And that means that you're betting that nobody else is going to get this correct. If no one gets it correct, you get a point. If anyone gets it correct, you lose 1 point. So it's a little bit of a gamble. And I think that's all of the things. What's that, Ursula?
You can lose points, huh?
Well, for a Karen, you can lose a point. So you're betting.
My maximum negative is what?
-10.
Yeah, for the show, you could get -10, but you'd have to do a lot of work because I believe Septic was at like 56 or something like
Septic
that.
had -56 for the week once.
Yeah.
He's quite a Karen, isn't he?
Yeah.
Ian might have the record. I thought Ian might have more negative points.
No,
No, I
it's
think.
definitely Septic.
Yeah, the world
Are there
record.
ways to get negative points?
No,
He's
just.
getting Craig coins though.
Yeah, that's true. Craig coins are very popular.
You
They're
have
held
to
a
say
high
something
standard, though.
terribly clever or having to do with Doctor Who, and then you get Craig coins.
Yes.
Ooh.
Speaking of which, in
I
case
saw.
you're wondering, Keith,
I
Yes.
love that.
image is what I'm turning into this faux stained glass.
Oh, gotcha.
Episode.
It's a Van.
For fucking ever.
Yeah, it's a Van Gogh version of Doctor Who. I like
Yes.
it.
They met Vincent. It was lovely.
Yeah.
Such a good
Awesome.
episode.
That was a very sad episode.
It was actually.
All right, let's move on to question number 1 and do this.
Question number 1. Before taking its current name, what company was called Back Rub?
Beck
The
Rub.
answer.
You
You-
type
in
it in the chat. In
Zoom
face.
chat, the
No.
Facebook chat.
Facebook
Do it in
chat,
Facebook.
please.
Yeah.
Facebook chat. All right, I had to get back over to Facebook. Okay.
Yeah. So back rub is what we're looking for. What was the company is now not known as Back Rub. Oh yeah. Oh, that's really weird because it's a disembodied hand that's coming over and rubbing my back. That's not awkward at all.
I feel like you could be doing it back.
Yeah. Barbine says that he's pretty sure that dude took his pants off. So that limits it down to either Craig or Mordecai. One of the two is what he's saying, I believe. All right, 30 seconds left on the clock. Let's go over to the Zoom and see how are you guys feeling? Is this something that you know, or do you think you're going to have to jump on the boat with somebody else?
Crickets.
Yes.
Comment.
No comment. Okay.
Ah, crap.
Mm-hmm.
I have too many friends named Karen.
All right. I mean, you can tag them, and then they can come and play trivia with us.
Well, I might have done that by mistake.
Definitely tag Sherry and Erica.
Yeah. Did you do it in the chat? Did I miss it?
I did on Facebook.
Oh,
Did you text me? Was that when my phone was going off?
Maybe.
maybe.
Because it's either you
I'm
or
trying
Johan.
to-
If it's Johan, I actually have to go check.
I'm trying
No,
to do
go check.
scoring.
I think I knew you were here before I got a chance to text you.
All right, time is up. Let's go over to the
raving today.
chat there. So we didn't see the shares that you did, Nico. Next time, what you do is do the little @ symbol in the chat. Is that how you did it?
No, I just hit share and then I hit
Ah.
message.
Next time, do the @ symbol and the person's name, and then we'll give you a point for it.
Oh, okay.
That way people can see it. Yeah. All right. So we've got Facebook catching up here. How's Facebook doing? It's a little behind, and I think this is
right
it.
back.
There we go. All right. So Facebook is caught up. We got a bunch of different answers. We've got, let's see.
Don't answer twice, Barbine. You know better.
We've got Google, Firefox. Nico just wants to know, is it a search engine? Nico believes that maybe we give additional clues if you just ask more things. Like, Nico, I like that Nico's over there and we ask, hey, what's the name of this company? And she's like, what is the name of this company? And we're like, and we'll just say the answer. And then she will be like,
Is
cool.
the first letter in the first half of the alphabet.
Yes.
Really good at answering questions with questions.
Are you?
People love that.
Mordecai, is that true?
All right. Shiatsu. We've got Firefox. We've got Relaxy Taxi, which is a pretty great name. That's
It's a cab, isn't it?
yeah. So, Craig, is that essentially the new version of Uber? Is that what you're launching?
That is a company owned by Phoebe Buffet.
Okay. Excellent.
Although I think they did go with Relaxy Cab, didn't
Yeah, I think they did.
they?
All right. We have a Karen on the board. Ursula's gone with a Karen, and Michael Barbine says Yahoo with his second guess.
Yahoo!
So the first thing we have to ask Caitlin, since you're the mistress of the quiz, did anyone get it correct? Because we got to get the Karen out of the way.
Yes.
Oh no! Okay, so Ursula, unfortunately, a -1 point there, and then what was the correct answer?
Nico looks like a demon.
It's like a palm tree demon. Yeah.
Ooh, are we
Oh
doing
my
demon
goodness.
looks?
Oh, you missed it. It was pretty impressive. Her eyes were replaced with palm trees. Oh, God!
No.
Oh, my Lord. Oh, you've had too much wheatgrass. You should not drink so much wheatgrass.
Did you ask me what the answer is?
Yes.
The answer is Google.
Oh, okay. I can do that. But I don't know. What should I put in to Google it?
Okay, put in
Yeah.
what companies.
What? I thought we weren't supposed to Google this.
No, you're allowed to.
Companies.
We're allowed to Google?
Original name. No. Back her up.
Did
Yeah.
she not just say that? You're
All right. I'm looking
No, I
it
said
up.
Keith is allowed to Google.
Oh, all right.
Oh, it's Google. Oh, now I get it. It's actually Google. You weren't telling me to Google it.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes so much more sense. We really played that all the way through the bit, didn't we?
Yep.
All right, so 2 points to Danny, and it looks like Nico, Barbine, Karen, Mordecai, and Melissa, and Smiles all get points as well. Let's move on to question number 2.
Question number 2. Using a standard deck of cards, how many different straight flushes are possible?
Yeah, that's a good question. 60 seconds on the clock.
No
So
Googling, septic.
straight flushes. We're not talking royal flushes,
Straight flushes.
but it has to be. Does everyone know what a straight flush is?
It could be 5 cards in a row, like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but they all have to be the same suit.
Yes. So think of it that way. How many different, unique straight flushes can you get with one normal deck of cards?
So you could have like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'm saying numbers.
Yeah. You could go like 9, 10,
Q,
Jack,
R, 15, zebra.
Queen, King.
There's a pencil.
You could have Ace, 1, 2,
No.
3, Hearts.
No.
10 seconds left on the clock. Yeah, we're going to the Zoom just to watch all the faces. These are all faces of people desperately counting. I I think the only person that didn't desperately count was Karen. She was just like, fuck it. I'm just going to put a number in. I don't even care.
I was counting.
Oh, yeah, you did? Okay. You did it in a very like subtle way where other people have this look like it's some combination of like someone asked them a hard question and they might need to poop a little bit. And so that was
I'm tired tonight. I just carried it. I've had a long day.
that's all right.
Like, and obviously I have puppy who's like, I don't care you're playing trivia. You've been gone all day.
Yeah, but you have a puppy, so that works out. We're going to the chat. Puppies are pretty awesome, so, you know, in the grand scheme of things, it's not so bad.
Not my puppy, though.
Let's see. Septic says that I like Craig with the Doctor Who theme.
That's
There-
Craig for you.
Craig, very popular among the younger generation on the show.
You're so hip and cool, Craig.
Yeah. So we've got a lot of different answers, and Facebook is now caught up. So it's it ranges from 1, which Shaggy has said, which seems low. That feels like at least you've got 4 suits, right? So I would think 4 is really a minimum. Then if you think you only need 5 cards to make it happen, 1 feels low. I'm not a math major, but I'm just saying. And then on the high end, it looks like we've got 42. So no Karens. Yeah, so no Karens, but we've got from 1 to 42. What is
Karen it?
Yeah, what's that?
Danny Karen it.
Did Danny Karen it? Oh, did I
yeah,
miss
Danny
that?
did Karen it.
Oh, we do have a Karen. All right,
I
so
missed that as well.
thank you for pointing that out. See, this is why we bring everybody on the show to do our job for us.
Karen has to spot all the Karens for us.
She's the official Karen.
Good job now.
Karen spotter. We found one on the Zoom call. We've got a
It's
Karen.
like a spidey sense when people Karen.
Well, it's like when somebody calls your name, you just perk up, and you know. All right, so we've got a Karen. So that means, did anyone get it exactly right?
Yes.
What? Really?
It's not going to be who you think it is.
No?
No.
Interesting. Okay, so a negative point to Danny. What is the correct answer?
It's going to be some of the people who made the most perplexed face.
Poop face.
If you think there is no chance on the Zoom call that you got it right, raise your hand.
If you think that you're probably wrong, raise your hand on the Zoom call.
The person raising their hand got it right.
What'd you get? What's the number?
It's 40.
It's 40. Yes, 40 is correct. Barbine got it, but Nico got it first,
And Craig got it.
and Craig got it as well. So there we go. Nico's like, I totally didn't get it at all.
Definitely didn't get this right.
It makes sense though, right? If you think about it, right? Because
Is an ace through 5 a legitimate flush?
yeah,
Really?
yeah, because it's a 1 or an 11.
No, it is, but is it a legitimate flush?
I think so. Yeah, I think you can wrap around. The only time I think that there's like some gray area is some games will allow you to wrap around on a straight.
Yeah.
So you could do like queen, king, ace, 2, 3. But that's not standard.
That's not Vegas rules.
Right. Vegas rules, I think you can do ace, 2, 3, 4. Right? 5? Yeah, 5. Or you can do 10, jack, queen, king, ace. So, all right. Let's move on. Septic wants to know if Craig got the DVD. Did you get the DVDs? The Doctor Who DVDs?
I do not have the DVDs. I just signed up for BritBox, which has a lot of the original Doctor Who. The quality is so bad.
That would be a giant closet if you got all the CDs.
No, actually, it's not that big. It's just there's a lot of them on the inside.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, let's go on to question number 3.
Question number 3. How many masts does a sailboat known as a sloop have?
There we go. 60 seconds on the clock.
I live in Annapolis. I'm embarrassed. I don't know exactly what this.
Hey, Rosellen shared the show.
Hi,
Rosellen's
Rosellen.
here. A sloop, not to be confused with a little deuce coupe. That's totally different. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we've got questions and we've got
Similar, though.
answers coming in.
What was that little one?
I don't know the name of the boat. What was the name of the one that my mom was on?
Is it a
My mom was on a
schooner?
boat. Yeah, it was a schooner. She was on a schooner called the Victory Chimes, and it's on the back of the main quarter.
Mm. What would be the difference between a sloop and a schooner, do you think?
Number of masts.
And Ursula's like, I hope, because that's what I'm going with.
4?
I like. Shaggy has an answer. You may want to check that.
I'm trying to think of I'm looking at a boat with little sails.
She's
No,
just going like this.
What is?
Disco hour.
How many does it have? You're like, it's just got the, it's going down. There's like 14 just masts going up
one with the little one that's like you draw like this.
like that.
I'm getting you removed from Annapolis immediately.
Physically reprimanded on a.
You're gonna have a sign put on your door.
Yes. Shame.
One
I need a
half.
shame bell.
The shame bell.
Oh, we're totally gonna shame bell you.
Yeah, for sure.
We've got 18 people hanging out with us. Thank you, everybody. If you're new here, we do this at 7 o'clock every night, assuming we've got enough people. Barbine has joined the meeting, which is only going to be a good thing. There's no way that will turn out badly. We've got answers that range from 1, which is very popular. Well, technically ranging from Shaggy's guess of 0.5, which is just a shorter mast, I
A
assume,
wee
right?
tiny boat.
Half
Yeah.
mast.
Yeah, it's
Yikes.
it's
As Peter likes to say.
yeah, it just means that it's it's not quite there yet. It's just a boat that you go up to the boat and you're like, what's going on? It's like, this has never happened to me before. I'm just really nervous, and I swear to God, it's not you. It's just so we've got 1s and 3s and a 4 and a 2. And Barbine has also a 1. Both a 2 and a 1.
Illegal.
Schooners are bigger, is what Trey says. They can be 2 or more masts.
I think the Victory Chimes is 3, but I'm not sure.
Septic says, well, I like speed, so 4 would be fast. So Septic's going to just give everything 4 masts. All right, so what is the correct answer?
1.
1! Oh, my goodness. 1 is the correct answer. Our first person with that answer was Craig. Did you know the answer, Craig? Or did you just go, 1?
I knew it was a little boat.
Okay.
I went with the lowest possible number that still had a mast.
Well, Shaggy went with 0.5, so he beat you on that. Just a very tiny mast.
Most important thing is I'm not publicly spanked in my hometown.
In
Yeah.
a size, she is small.
And we'll be selling tickets to this,
But in
everybody.
a spirit, she is very big.
Mm-hmm. I took a trip on a schooner out of Bath, Maine, and had a seal jump aboard about 2/3 of the way through, says Trey.
Did you snuggle it?
Yeah, did you take the seal home? That's the only right way to make that happen.
How many masts did the boat have?
Right. How many did your schooner have, Trey? Barbara said I wanted to share my screen. That won't at all be
That's
weird.
not gonna happen.
There's no way that's a problem. You were close, Shaggy, that you were just half a mast off. If we had rounded, you would have gotten it. All right. How did the seal smell? Says Smiles. Did you sniff the seal? That's the important thing that we need to know, apparently. Go to question number.
Kissed by a sea lion at Hershey Park in Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
It oddly did not smell awkward.
Did it smell like chocolate?
It did not smell like chocolate.
Was it part of a show, or were they not aware of what you were doing?
Just for funsies.
Question number 4.
Moving on.
Oh no. Whose most famous sculpture is called the Bronco Buster. Hey, thanks for fixing that typo.
You're welcome.
On my screen, it says, how most famous sculpture.
Yeah. I had a feeling that was not the question you were going for, so I changed it slightly. Notice I went with whose, W-H-O-S-E, rather than W-H-O''S, so that you didn't have to say, who is most famous sculpture is called the Bronco Buster?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You are the flippin' best. That's why I made you dinner.
That's, 2 hot dogs.
Trey.
2 hot dogs she made me, and she said, what do you want on your hot dogs? And I said, you know what? I trust the chef. And then I got ranch and barbecue sauce and cheese on one, and
That's the American dog.
and homemade tartar sauce on the other one. It was fine. I ate it.
I griddled the hot dogs.
All right, time's up.
Never fun.
Let's go to the chat and see what people came up with. It looks like we've got a few people with Remington. I assume they're referring to Remington Steel. Trey says there were 2 masts on his schooner. Shaggy says he actually made that sculpture. That's his sculpture. I didn't know that.
-1 point to Shaggy for effing lying.
He may have made a sculpture called that.
There was no other ways to get negative.
Who's the mistress of the quiz?
All right, so it looks like but Shaggy could have made a sculpture called that, and it may not be very good, but it might be his most famous one. Right? If it's the only one he's ever made. I'm just saying, this isn't necessarily a lie.
Statue that Trump thinks
Photos or it
is
didn't
Teddy
happen.
Roosevelt.
What's that, Craig?
Photos or it didn't happen.
That's true. Other answers, Harry Leopold V, the great, I assume that's the great sculptor that none of us are really sure of. Traces not the gun guy when he says Remington. That's good to know. Batman, says Barbine, the great sculptor Batman. Dr. Seuss Craig goes with. Not known for his sculptures, really, for the most part. I feel like he was more of an author, but he did sculpt the hearts and minds of our children. Thomas Dolby, who I believe is perhaps a member of, let's see, is that the folks who did Whip It? Devo? Was he in Devo?
I don't know. He's a sculptor, right?
Is he? Thomas Dolby. I may be thinking of somebody else who's in
No.
like an 80s person.
You're thinking of Thomas Dolby.
Yeah?
Yep. Musician.
He is. Okay. Was he in Devo or was he blinded me with
blinded
science?
me with
Ah,
science.
that's what it was. All right. Oh man, I should have known that. All right.
Damn it, Ursula. That's why we can't have nice things.
Also a sculptor. The statue that Trump thinks is Teddy Roosevelt. Which I don't know this reference.
So
Tell me.
the busting Bronco statue
Yeah,
is
a person. And he thinks that it's Teddy Roosevelt.
There's a dude on the Bronco.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a
Roosevelt.
dude.
But you just tell me. So Trump thinks it's Teddy Roosevelt?
Yeah, he tells people that that person on the horse is Teddy Roosevelt.
Cool. I like it. Why not? I saw a really interesting short documentary of somebody who just was talking about politics right now, and it was really fascinating because it started off as a documentary about pro wrestling and the movie The Fighter. And essentially what is the line that they drew is that it was actually, if you watch pro wrestling, right, it started off that it was like wrestling, right? It was like things were happening that were very fight-like and things like that. But then people started to realize that this wasn't real, right? And that it was staged. And so pro wrestling kind of at some point in time in the 80s or so kind of winked at the audience and like took a left turn and just started going full soap opera and doing absolutely ridiculous things that could never like reasonably be like a facsimile of wrestling. So you started, that's when like people started, getting chairs and ladders, and like then you had like these feuds happen where like Ed McMahon was like the guy who was like running WWF, he was wrestling and stuff, like all these ridiculous things, but everybody loved it because they all were in it together, knowing that like it was all a farce. And so it was still very Vince McMahon, not Ed McMahon. Yeah. And the idea was that it was like all entertainment, and that's all everyone understood it. And their take was that sometime in like somewhere in the 90s to early 2000s, politics did the same thing. And essentially Trump is like the heel of all of that, and that all the things that he's doing are so ridiculously over the top that he's just basically like, I get that you're just here to like shout slogans and things like that, and that you don't actually care about any of the real politics or any of the like real matters. You just want to make big signs and yell, and he just caters to that as being like a heel for like pro wrestling. It was really interesting to see that perspective, because I'd never put that together, but it actually like it makes some decent sense that it's like it is now just all like circus show.
Repost the Zoom link.
Oh yeah, got it. Repost it. There it is.
Trey is leaving.
Bye, Trey.
Can we just take a moment to appreciate Karen's hair? Because Karen's hair looks so nice that it looks like a hair commercial.
Right. No, and she probably didn't even try. She
probably literally woke up like that.
She just probably woke up and
I actually did like wake up about 10 minutes before start time.
look at that. See? Nailed it. She maybe like looked at a brush and was like, not today, Satan. And then and was good. All right. So there we go. What was the correct answer?
What was the
What
question?
the fuck question are we on? Remington. You rambled for so long that I was like, where am I?
It's part of the show.
Your best friend is texting me. I don't know what's happening anymore.
So Remington is the correct answer. Congratulations.
I could have fucked y'all up and asked for a first name too.
Oh.
Just so you know.
Melissa got the first one correct. And then we got a bunch of people who got that one right. Congratulations. I wouldn't have known that one, honestly. So there we go.
I can deny whatever I want to deny, Shaggy.
Yeah.
It's free for all Friday.
She do what she wants. Question number 5.
The atom of what element is used in atomic clocks?
I would assume the atomic atom.
Yep.
Obviously. The atomic atom of time.
It's a good thing you're pretty.
Yeah. It's all beard.
Yeah.
We've got some answers coming in. We got about 40 seconds left on the clock.
I know the answer.
Let's see. Craig has an answer. Do you see his?
Time crystal.
Yes, it is a time crystal that is used. I think you're thinking of a quartz clock. It's a quartz. You're thinking of a quartz clock, I think. That is where the time crystal is.
Didn't all those girls die? It's a whole like show on it now.
You just talk to each other from other ends of the couch?
You two are having a conversation amongst yourselves.
I'm feeling a little neglected in this relationship.
I like it that he's like, hey, Annie, what are we going to have for dinner? I don't know, maybe some tater tots or something. Okay, that's good.
Normally go downstairs.
And normally he's in his man cave, but
Oh, man caves. Let's go to the chat and see what people came up with for the answer for this question. Carbon. We've got carbon as one of them. Plutonium, cesium.
Am I allowed to say they're right or wrong now?
Mercury, cesium, lithium, more mercury. The atomic clock at the Naval Observatory is pretty cool to see, says Melissa.
They just let you in to see that?
You can like rub on it, I assume. Ursula says that it's Christopher. That's the That's the atom that is used, apparently. Does Christopher have a pretty good sense of time? Is that...
No, but his last name is Adams, so.
All right.
Wait, Ursula gets a point.
Ursula gets a...
That's not my real answer.
Yeah, but did you actually tag that person?
Did you...
He's not a Facebooker.
Oh, he's not. Okay. Barbine laughs at time crystals. All right, so there we go. Septic says we definitely live in the future. I don't think so. I think we live in the present, but we're always just so close to the future.
Melissa's boss lived at the Naval Observatory, so she got to go.
Your boss was the vice president?
The past oceanographer of the Navy.
Oh, all right. Pretty neat. Karen really wanted to put dark crystal.
Nice.
Hmm.
Nerd.
Gelflings. All right, so what is the correct answer?
Cesium.
Cesium is the correct answer. Melissa got it first for 2 points. It also looks like Barbine and Ursula and Karen all also got points for that. So well done. Look at that. Cesium. You would think that cesium wouldn't tell time very well because it would seize.
Shut up.
Oh, all right. Question number 6.
Question number 6. Current is measured in amperes. What is the SI unit for capacitance?
I was going to just say true at the end of the first sentence.
Nico is looking to her left and her right as though one of the cushions on her couch is going to give her an answer.
What? Like, where did I leave that
It's not down there either.
Where's the standards and measures poster that we've got? I know that that's on
Isn't
there
it on
somewhere.
an apron, babe? Isn't that where we put it?
Right. Where's my baking apron with all the measurements on it? I'm guessing it probably has capacitance. Just in case I'm ever making cupcakes, I need to know what kind of resistance they have. All right.
This may have been like a weekend question.
This is a little hard, I feel like. This is going to be difficult. This one, like, I became a master electrician in college
Oh,
for
you did?
theater. Right. Well, I did theater, and
You're fancy.
if you're a master electrician, you like run the lights and wire everything. So I learned a lot about different things, and this is not one that I knew about. Volts.
I went to engineering school. We know a lot of weird shit.
I think what we have to do is get someone else to do the questions so that all the things that you know really easily don't get mixed up with all the things that people don't know for the love of God.
Sorry.
All right, so time's up. We've gone to the chat. I'm waiting for Facebook to catch up. Did Doc say this in Back to the Future and the flux capacitor?
Maybe.
Oh, maybe.
I'm not going to tell.
All right.
He talked about gigawatts, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Gigawatts.
Yes, gigawatts. Gigawatts.
They didn't know how to say the word back then. No one had heard of it.
What is a terabyte? What is that?
Terabyte.
All right.
Babe.
Trouble with terabytes.
Yeah. So let's go and see what people came up with. For some reason, it looks like Karen is just meditating along with Ursula, and Nico and Craig. They decided now was the time to just get some inner peace, which is good. I'm glad to hear that's happening. Melissa went with volts. Septic just went with nom cookies. Is that what that is? Wattage says smiles. F, which would be Fahrenheit, says Barbine.
Farads.
Resistance is futile, says Ursula. Volt says Mordecai. Farad says Barbine. And then Melissa wants to know if the doc said this in Back to the Future about the flux capacitor. So did Doc say this in Back to the Future?
I have no idea.
All right. So what is the correct answer?
Farad.
What? That's not a thing.
It fucking is.
I have like a coworker named that. That's not an actual
That's
like
fair.
measurement.
Bad guy in Aladdin.
Oh, it might have been. Yeah.
I thought that was Farhad.
Oh, all right.
There, well, Jafar had. They didn't know how to say it back then. There we go. So Farhad.
No,
Farad. A ferret. Says Barbine. He knows, he builds things. Our Barbine is not just a man of propaganda, but
Not
also
just a pretty face.
but also a man who is a maker and a builder of things. He made a skateboard for a blind person.
What?
Fact. Yep. It had radar on it.
I was like, did the blind person have feet?
Why would they not have feet? Wait.
I don't know.
I-
I'm concerned that Ursula doesn't know what blind means.
Yeah. I feel like I would have added blind person with no feet. Like, why did
That's a really double whammy of a disability right there. Blind and no feet.
Yes. Ursula really thinks.
In my profession doing disability advocacy, I've never met someone who's blind and no feet.
Not even a person with diabetes?
Mm-hmm.
Those are the two riskiest things.
No, I've never met anyone who's blind and no feet. I'm sorry.
I like that Ursula was like, skateboarding blind person, I'll one up you with no feet. Like, I push all in.
Person can skateboard. They can't necessarily skateboard well, but neither can I.
Yeah, but the skateboard that was built for Daniel made him able to skateboard well, even though he was blind.
Yeah, skateboarding, and anyone can skateboard the same way that anyone can play with a piano. But that's,
Mm-hmm. And we don't have pianos for the blind, do we?
yeah. Yes, they're called pianos. They're just the same thing.
Exactly my point. Skateboards.
But this one actually had radar on it, so that when Daniel was riding it, it would start sensing out ahead if there were things in the way, so that he could avoid them.
That guy from
That would
MASH.
be great for everyone to have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would be. If I could just have that while walking.
Yeah, seriously, I'm not great at it.
All right, so let's go to question number 7.
In what part of the body will you find the brachial artery?
Probably in your brachial.
Nico is the most facially expressive person on the Zoom call.
Yeah.
And Mordecai might be the least facially expressive person on the Zoom call. And I don't know how they cohabitate so successfully.
Now you do.
It's just, they're so balanced.
Mm-hmm.
It's the yin and yang thing.
Yeah.
No, Nico has an amazing way of making me feel better about myself just by her face. Anything
Why?
I say, she has a look like, no, that was good. You did well. You're
Oh, I got 5 Craig coins.
all right. Let's go over to the Zoom. We've got 30 seconds left.
Barbine, social distance radar is a good idea. I'm just going to carry around a 6-foot stick and whack people with it. And when they get mad, I'm going to be like, too close, bitches.
Yeah, Barbine, you weren't here when we launched our new product line, were you? We've launched the Another Wasted Hour. It's a 6-foot stick with poop at the end of it. And then we just wave it towards people, and they're like, oh my God, there's poop on that. And like, right, yeah, you should stay away from it. You should absolutely not get near it. There's poop on it. All right, so time is up. Let's go to the chat. It's kind of funny that like poop on its own would really probably not do much damage to you at all, right? Like
Diddly squad, huh?
right, like if you got poop on your arm, you wash your arm, you're good, right? Like you're fine. But you have COVID and you could die from it. People are like, it's fine. But if you were to just put poop on your hand and just like wave it around, people would just be like, whoa, stay away from me with that poop on your hand.
Michael Barbine wants to make a giant hula hoop with poop on it and call it a poopa hoop.
Poopa hoop. There you go. I like it. All right. So we've got caught up on Facebook as well. Lungs.
Skip it.
What?
What about a skip it? You remember that?
I have no idea
Yeah,
what you're talking about.
Okay, so it's like a ring that you put around your ankle,
Yeah.
and that goes to a
Oh,
stem,
yeah, there's
which
a
goes
ball
to a
on the other
ball.
side.
and you move your foot around, and you jump over the little bar,
Yeah.
right? So you're
Oh!
like hula hooping, but with your foot, and it counts the number of skips you do.
Oh, like what people in black and white movies had when they went to prison?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I remember those. Yeah, those are
You
cool.
remember
That's
those?
fun.
Yeah.
Hi, Alan. You have stumbled across a little bit of lunacy on a Friday. Please come join us.
Yeah, we're doing trivia. You can
Please
even be
feel
on
free to jump in.
You can be on the
and-
show if you want. I put the link there.
And answer any questions in the chat that you like. We will give you fake internet points that are worth absolutely nothing.
Yeah. You have to do the answers in the Facebook chat, by the way. All right, so what is the correct answer for our last question?
I don't remember.
Oh.
Arm. It's in your arm.
It's in your arm. Danny got it right with upper arm. Nico got it right with arm. Look at that. Barbon got upper arm. Mordecai got arm.
My mom just called me and left me a message. $10 says she's calling to ask why I sent her an iPad.
Why you sent her an iPad? This is kind of the fun of when you have a mom that is not doing so well when it comes to memory. If she says, order me an iPad and I'll pay for it, and then you do, and she goes, why did you get me a gift of an iPad?
Wasn't a gift.
And you're like, because I love you. Would you like to answer it?
Yeah.
No, that's good. Yeah, just do it on the show.
No.
Oh, no. Oh, we're not.
Hey, Mama.
All right. I don't say we could have done it on the show. They're not going to do it on the show.
Harry, when she hangs up, somebody
Yeah,
else
I
call
feel
her.
like, that would be cool to do it on the show.
It would be hilarious. It would be amazing. And I know her mom, she actually probably wouldn't mind. She'd probably be like, oh, I'm on the show. What's the show?
Oh, she'd love it.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. So I assume that the people who got points. I hope, because I wasn't paying attention. So let's move on to question number 8. Question number 8. By what name are the fertile but treeless plains of Argentina known? 60 seconds on the clock. By what name are the fertile but treeless plains of Argentina known? Then so think of a place that you would plant plants, but you wouldn't get trees if you were in Argentina. It's that easy. Septic went with the dead marshes, which seems unlikely. That seems very likely of that. Craig says plantless. Why plantless?
I'm literally going on the clue you gave us.
No, it's treeless. It's gonna have plants. It's fertile. For God's sakes.
Plant things, but not have.
I had no trees. You plant stuff, but no trees. Oh my goodness.
I've made my choice.
You will live with it. All right. Time is up. Let's go over. We've got a bunch of different answers. We'll wait for Facebook to catch up.
This is why people like to play poker with me.
Yeah, why is that?
I have no poker face.
No poker face at all? You're like, oh my God. Look at all the kings I have.
3 good?
I can't spell anything with these cards.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. What am I going to do with all A's? This is useless.
Where do we get to the part with the dirty jokes? I just have these numbers in a row.
Yes. All right. So, she's got this one. All right. I'm going to try and do points as well, apparently. Time is up on Facebook as well. The correct answer is pompous, which is how I describe Craig. What? It's that face. Look at that pompous face.
It's plantless, right?
Yeah, it has no trees on it.
No trees.
It's a very fertile face. and a tad bit Argentinian, I think. If I were to describe your face. And a little confused. It does seem like a little bit of a confused face.
Man, I can't wait till we
think
start
I'm now a
talking about
Doctor Who character.
sports.
All right, so let's see who got it right. Ursula, I think you're the first one to get that one right. So let me get you points using not my laptop. Why would this laptop? There we go. That's going to be helpful. Oh, Ursula now has points. Oh, you thwarted your negative point goal.
Oh man, I canceled my negative point out, did I?
Let's see. Lanos said Melissa. That's not correct. Dead Marsha's obviously not right. Ursula then has a second guess of sexy Pampas. Plantless, which is surprisingly close to Pampas, said Craig. Karen gets a point. Let's see. There's Karen's point. This is going well. When I do it on my own, I have a plan of how I'm going to point everything. When it suddenly becomes my responsibility, it's harder.
We can just call this Forget About It Friday.
Just nobody cares Friday.
Forget about it.
Mordecai got it. All right. Let's get that in there. And then anyone else? Nico went with a grassy place, which is, yes, that's how you would describe a plain. Correct. Just, you're like, I don't know, a Serengeti of some sort. It was a Lord of the Rings reference. I see the Dead Marshes. Red Bull, said Barbine. Red Bull's, I don't think, a place. And then Smiles went with De Plains, which is, I believe, a quote from Fantasy Island. All right, so those are all the points. And, oh, good, Caitlin's back.
Woo.
Yay. Oh, that was awkward. That was not good. We determined that the answer to this question is very similar to Craig's face, which is treeless, and we think quite fertile and somewhat Argentinian.
Okay.
All right, so let's move on to the second to last question.
It's the penultimate question.
Well, it's known as the ninth question.
It's the penultimate question.
Yeah, the question before the last question.
In German, that's the penultimate question.
I don't think that's German. I feel like you're making that up.
Oh, you're right. It's in English. It's the penultimate question.
I think it's Latin.
So the question is, what does penultimate mean?
So you agree that it's the penultimate question?
No, it is the Gunter question. That is what this is. See, look, even Melissa knows it's the Gunter question. Septic says it's the Gunter question. I'm winning them over. Hearts and minds. Hearts and minds! All right, question number 9.
I don't like how my parents fight.
The Kori Bustard is the heaviest known bird capable of flight. How much does it weigh? In pounds.
In
The closest without going over.
Just closest. You
Yeah.
can go over.
We're going to do closest. So it's not Price is Right rules. It is anyone who is closest. So if the answer was 5 pounds, anyone who did 4 or 6 would get it if nobody had guessed 5.
It's in pounds, correct?
Is it carrying a coconut? That is a very important.
It's not carrying a coconut. It is an unladen Kori Bustard.
Is it an African or?
And we need it in pounds.
I think it is African. Isn't that mustard bird African?
Is it the mustard bird?
It's not called a mustard bird.
It's called the mustard bird.
Bustard.
Bustard.
Oh, mustard bustard, whatever.
Don't. One of them.
With 35 because it's.
Don't put one of them on your hot dog. Do not put the other one on your hot dog.
Don't put a 35-pound bird on your hot dog.
Yes, that is.
Tell us it's a 35-pound.
No, Nico said it was a 35-pound bird.
Yes.
That was her answer.
The mustard bird. I don't even know the name of the thing.
Good news. Septic has an answer.
Oh, Alan Hudson is participating. I'm
Yay.
so excited.
Hey, everybody say hi to Alan. He's our new member.
Hi, Alan.
Yeah, it's always nice to have a new person joining us, and he is.
We're not scaring you away because it seems like maybe that's a thing that could be happening.
We do that quite often. This is a free for all Friday.
Septic.
What?
So I said, okay, it's obviously not what I answered. I don't use pounds apart from buying things. He said 370.
370.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
That's a large bird.
Yeah.
A big ass bird.
This is an international show now, Caitlin. You have to have international answers.
The problem is we didn't specify that it is a bird that is currently living. Otherwise, yes, pterodactyls would be 370 pounds.
Okay. Just for septic. You can answer in kilograms. I will convert your weight from kilograms to pounds.
Yes. What did you want to guess in kilograms? Septic. You get the last answer.
I'm guessing stones.
Yeah. He's gonna be like,
Pick a fucking unit of measure.
gonna be like, like nine stone 5.
Yeah.
Can't count on my fingers for this one, guys.
All right, we're almost caught up on Facebook here. There we go.
Do we round that to the closest pound?
Yeah, I would
Okay.
think so. Yeah, if he does 18 kilograms,
18 kilograms is 39.6832 pounds, which is 40 pounds rounded.
yeah, basically
So-
40
No,
pounds.
I don't think you should round it because it's closest, right?
What's that?
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, but
Round it.
each of the birds is going to be a different weight anyway, right?
An average mustard bird weight.
Yeah,
Bustard.
the average mustard.
Thursday. I'm sorry. Anyway.
35 pounds of mustard in a 10-pound bag of bird.
Okay.
All right. So what? Let's see. Do we have any Karens? We don't have a Karen. So I think we're good.
Can't have a Karen because the answer is closest.
No.
The Karen means you don't think anyone's going to get it exactly right.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. When it's a closest, they have to get it exactly right for the Karens to be
Damn it,
dispelled.
Karen.
Damn it, Karen! All right. So, what is the correct answer?
40.
Oh wow, Nico got close. That is actually really close. But the right answer goes to Karen. She's the first one to get 40. Danny got it right. Barbine went with 42. We have a 47.
Diana said 40.
Yeah, Smiles gets a 40.
And I'm giving it to Septic.
Mordecai
No matter
got
what Ursula says.
41.
Septic, yes. I would give it to Septic.
Yeah, and Septic gets a point.
Yeah, you shouldn't round, Caitlin.
You shouldn't.
I'm Ursula. I have opinions.
If it was 49,
Yeah,
then he should win and all the 40s shouldn't.
if it's
It
49.
was 39.
39?
39, excuse me.
Yeah. I think we would have round down too. Like if it had been 39.4, right? I think we go to 39.
But no, if it were 39, I would have given it to Septic and anyone who said 40.
For closest. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we would have done. Because he answered with an even number, which is what most people did. It just happened to be in a different country.
Right.
So we made it an even number. All right. We're at our last question of the night and not a moment too soon. Thank goodness for this.
Hallelujah. My mom's fine, by the way.
Oh, good. Here's the
She's having
fascinating
a
thing.
problem,
It's
but
8:01. We're actually right on time. I don't know how we've done this.
I don't know.
I think I think it's probably due to a time crystal is my guess.
Probably because the peer pressure from Barbine to start early.
Right. So, is your mom surprised that you got her an iPad gift?
No.
No. Okay.
She's excited that I got her an iPad gift.
Oh, gotcha. But not surprised by it.
No.
Let's go to question number 10.
Question number 10. Most of the world's supply of cork comes from what kind of tree? So
All right.
apparently the problem with my mom was that her iPad was making a horrifying sound.
Sure.
And she didn't know how to make it stop.
Okay.
And I said, did you try turning the iPad off? And she said, I did turn it off. It was still making the sound. And I didn't have the heart to tell her, no, you effing did not.
You liar.
Um,
You old lady liar.
My mom thinks that hitting the, like, tapping the power button to
Yeah.
just turn the screen off temporarily,
Right.
she thinks that's the same thing as turning off the iPad.
In a way.
So
Didn't shut it down, though.
Yeah.
While we're talking about this, can we also discuss one other thing, which is that I believe that Septic thinks that 18 kilograms is 370 pounds. Can we discuss that? 'Cause he put 370 and then was like, I don't know. I don't use pounds.
Oh, Karen, please lift up your cat with its silly haircut.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Let's go to Zoom. We're going to Zoom. There it is.
You sweet little Bow Bow.
Oh, it's like a domestic lion. That's so cute. Oh,
Probably much less hot.
you're lifting it up for the Zoom call, and the cat's like, I'm not wearing anything. Don't do this. What cut is that called?
It's a lion cut.
Is the lion cut? Okay.
Yep.
I wasn't sure if it was a lion cut or if it was called the like you're in so much trouble cut or the like.
I mean, you had to get a cat in a bag and then take it somewhere to do that?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Why does Nico think that you carry cats in bags?
I mean, I can't carry mine in a bag, so I'm just asking.
Right. Well, first you throw rocks at it, and then once you're able to stun it, you get it in the bag, and then you throw it over your shoulder like a bank robber. They have carriers.
In a bag, but then he will scream and howl
Oh yeah.
even if you don't zip the bag up. It's just
No, we have a carrier that our cat goes in when we take her over to the vet.
We?
And the whole time that we take her to the vet, she is going,
yeah, pretty much. End of days.
Yeah.
End of days. Yeah.
So
And God
mad.
forbid I even thought about cutting his hair with clippers or whatever. Forget about it. That'd be a no.
Yeah.
You have to save him for that one.
Cat Blue has short hair. It's just sheddy short hair. So she never needs haircuts. Thank God, because she would not tolerate that at all.
No.
Now, we had her sedated this time.
I've gotten her to the point where clipping her nails is like not a production. I used to have Keith hold her still, and I needed both hands to clip her nails, and it was quite an ordeal. But now she just like, I bring her into the bathroom, I sit on the edge of the tub, I sit her up like a people, I grab one of her feet, and she looks at me like, let's get this shit over with.
Yeah. No, it used to be that I would hold her down and like pin her while she was like cutting her nails. And then when we were done, she would slink off and find one of our phones and be like, is this 911? Yes, I have been assaulted by terrible Nazi people who are trying to steal my toes. And we're like, that's not what happened. Stop dialing that. Why are you so smart? And
I would just like to say on the record that I used to work at a vet's office, and I'm very good at cutting a cat's nails swiftly without injuring them. Like, it's a really efficient process if she would just stay the fuck still. And now
That's why
she's
I
finally doing it.
Like this.
Oh.
I normally tackle him with these, which I just keep tucked into the couch. Just sitting here.
Just do one toe at a time.
And then we have our problem, which Joy does not like water. She does not like sprinklers. She does not like water. She does not like baths.
Oh, she's got to be so thirsty.
She will walk around a sprinkler if we are walking to avoid any water. And I look at her and go, there's no water. It's just a puddle on the ground.
Perky apparently is the lion cat.
Cute cat.
Hey, Karen, I will give you 10 points if you just hold it over your head and go, cinema.
No.
No, you won't. What?
Good choice, Karen.
Weird.
All right, it's what the people
Poor
wanted.
Septic. Look, I've never used pounds for anything before, so it's hard to gauge.
Well,
You ended up getting it right.
Look, Septic, I'm not saying that it was it. I'm just saying that if you don't know how to gauge something, to do it an order of magnitude off is surprising. Like, I don't know. Like, if I weigh 200 pounds and I don't know what that is in kilograms, I'm probably going to be like, I don't know, like 250. I would be really close. And so if I'm trying to save 40 pounds, I'm probably not going to do, like, if I'm trying to do 18 kilograms, it just seems weird to do 340 pounds. I don't know, it just seems.
People ask me how long a 5K to run is. I tell them 100 miles.
Right. It's like.
That's how far it feels like to me.
But yeah, if you were to say, like, how long is a kilometer? And I'd be like, I don't know, a mile-ish. Right? Like,
A mile.
more or less. How much is a kilogram? A pound.
Septic has a
more
good
or
point.
less.
Everything is bigger in America.
That is true. But this is not an American. not an American bird, I don't think. All right, so what was the correct answer, by the way?
The cork oak tree.
The cork oak tree. The mystery of cork oak trees. Looks like the first person was Ursula, who is doing a terrible job. Is it cork?
So-
No. Do you want cork tree or cork oak?
It's a type of oak tree.
It is? Okay. Yeah. Cork tree maybe too obvious.
Yeah.
Bark of the cork tree maybe too obvious.
And we had Nico and Mordecai who did answer correctly.
All right, so Nico gets the 2 points, it looks like, and then Mordecai went with cork oak as well.
It's also the only cork tree.
It is true. Yeah, there isn't a cork maple. You're right.
Don't argue with me.
There is not a cork ash. Is it?
Everyone should get the cork.
Counterpoint.
Nope.
Listen, you sassy wench.
I feel like Craig has never heard of poplar cork. All right, so that is
Very popular.
yes, it
Yikes.
is. All right, so those are all the questions. All we have to do now is go and find out the shares.
Oh,
We've got 42 of them because there is a Michael Barbine here today. Let's start with the people who are not Michael Barbine. Rose Ellen gets a point.
Hold please.
Ursula gets a point, saying, join me for trivia right now, 7:10 p.m. Friday. Very specific. I like it.
Okay.
Craig gets a point.
Craig.
Mm-hmm.
Heard of him.
Trey gets a point.
Heard of that guy.
Nico gets a point.
Nico.
Yep.
My brother liked it.
Oh, good. Shaggy gets a point as well.
Shaggy.
And then we also have points for Michael Barbine, who is our Minister of Misinformation. He is posted to several public groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 shares for him. Not all of them seem to do necessarily with like trivia or like, for instance, we do have high security DevOps or only in Yaps, which I don't know what that means. The Front Royal Tolkien Society, Where in Chico, Terrible Games, that's accurate. VADC MD Film Projects, Post Magfest Depression.
Support group.
Yeah, so yeah, all right, so
Septic told his friends the show is a Disney Princess Trivia Fantasia.
online special.
Online special.
Disney
Christmas.
special. All right. So let's go and find out all the people that which hosted and give them points as well, because you do get points for that as well. And it looks like it's you.
I get a point.
Right there, Princess Fussy Pants on Twitch. Follow her if you want to see some of her streaming of games. The Shaggy Freak gets a point for hosting as well.
Got it.
Septic Scope gets one.
Got it.
Old Guy Gaming Time gets one.
Got it.
He's my friend who also does some game streaming, if you ever want to check that out. And Trey T. Gruel gets a point.
Good job.
That's it. That's the whole show, everybody. So now we got to obviously use our computer. We've got to take all of those numbers and put them into the computer and find out who won the night.
Barbine.
Yay!
All right, so Michael Barbine is the winner. Is Michael Barbine still here? Because sometimes what he does is come in and share and then leave. And if he's not here, he cannot accept the winnings. Right? So let's see. Is there a Barbine? I'm not seeing a Barbine in the last answer. I have a feeling that maybe Barbine, he was here for 42 he was here for the bird. There he is. There's Michael Barbine. All right, Mr. Barbine, we will need an acceptance speech from you and a color for the studio for tomorrow. So type that into the chat for us. Congratulations on winning. While you're doing that, I'm going to give you all the business. the actual business. The business is this happens at 7 o'clock every night, give or take a few minutes here and there. You'll probably want to follow or subscribe to the show and turn on your notifications so that you know when we go live. Because if you're one of the first 3 people into the chat and you say first, second, or third in the correct order, you get points. And you probably want those points. So you probably want to make that happen. Also, if for some reason we do not go live at 7 o'clock, there's a technical difficulty or there weren't enough people or anything like that, then we're going to post to social media to let you know so that you're not waiting around wondering what has happened. So you'll want to follow us at a Wasted Hour on Twitter and Another Wasted Hour on Instagram and Facebook. We also have a super secret group called Another Wasted Group where we talk about how we're going to make the game more fun and different ideas we might have. Come join the discussion if you have some ideas of how we can make things even more zany. We'd love to hear them. And that's on Facebook, so go do that. In addition to this show, the thing that spawned this show was actually my podcast called Another Wasted Hour. So if you go up to anywhere that you can get a podcast, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, literally anywhere you can get a podcast, you can probably search for Another Wasted Hour and find our podcast. You can even find it on YouTube, Facebook, or you can go to listen.anotherwastedhour.com and listen to all 140 plus back episodes that we have. Hopefully we'll be starting to make new episodes here again shortly once things pick up and there's like events and people are actually releasing new music and stuff like that. But there's trivia. We made a game show called Please God, Just Get One Right. We have crazy news on there, comedy. It's a lot of fun, and you'll be exposed to local area musicians and artists from the DC area. Very talented people, probably music you've never heard before, and you should totally check out. It's absolutely free. Go subscribe if you like it. Drop us a review. Give us some stars. We would appreciate it. Did we get our acceptance speech? Mm-hmm. What is it?
I make really good sloppy Joe, and I live in a van. Are you single?
There you go. Everybody, Michael Barbine is the most eligible bachelor right now. He lives in a van down by the river. He makes sloppy joes and puts 35-pound birds on them. He's going to go have us go lime green for the studio tomorrow, which is fantastic. Congratulations, Barbine. I think that's it, right? Anything else? What? Are you thinking? Are you considering? Okay. Well, I'll end it, and then if anything pops up, you let me know. So that is it until 7 o'clock tomorrow. Everybody stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. All right. Say goodbye to all your people in the chat there. We appreciate all our new folks who have joined us. If you're going to go out and you're in the U.S., please make sure to keep your distance from other folks or wear a mask if you can't do that. And if you're touching things other people are touching, like doors and things like that, make sure to wash your hands before you touch your face and like lick them. Very important for you to stay safe because we don't want you to die because we like you and we want you here tomorrow at 7 o'clock. We also want to give a shout out to all the people who have been essential workers through all of this. I know you may have to do another round of it. We really appreciate the sacrifice, even if it wasn't your choice to make it. Those are our first responders and healthcare folks, our cashiers, our delivery people, our truck drivers, our warehouse folks, anything that had to be, anyone that had to work because you couldn't stay home. So thank you for that. So until 7 o'clock tomorrow, what is the final word of the show, Caitlin?
Conflate.
All right. So don't conflate this show with tomorrow's show because there will not be a meeting for you to join. It will just be a Saturday. We'll see you 7 o'clock tomorrow.
It's not
Bye.
Wednesday, Nico.
No.
It's not Wednesday.
No.
I really thought it was.